Hi, this is Bob for Bob's Movie Reviews. Make sure to hit the subscribe button so you can be notified every week of our new videos. Today I'm bringing you a Netflix movie review of the movie ATM. I had seen this movie several times at Walmart and I couldn't really decide if I wanted to see it or not. It looked intriguing, but I just never could get myself to buy it. So I realized I was almost out of Netflix reviews, so I needed to hit the Netflix and get some movies watched so I could review them for you. And I noticed they had ATM up, so I went ahead and watched it. It's rated R with a 90-minute runtime, and this is listed as a horror movie. It is definitely a horror movie, but I kind of felt it more suspenseful than horror. And IMDb users really didn't seem to enjoy it, only giving it a 4.7 out of 10. I think I'll probably rate it a little bit higher than that, but this movie follows a group of 3 co-workers after a Christmas party, which I'm not sure if it's Christmas Eve or they're getting off early. I don't know if they ever said for sure, but the one guy who's interested in the other girl says he's going to give her a ride home, but his friend also needs a ride, so he's giving them both a ride home, and the one friend wants to stop for pizza, but they don't take cards, so he's got to get cash. And I couldn't figure out if this was California or New York. It looked like New York, but definitely don't have these where I'm from. It's just like a parking lot in the middle. There was this like a little room like you see like sometimes at a gas station where like just the teller's inside, maybe a little bit bigger than that. And then all it has inside is 2 ATMs, and you have to like swipe your card to even get into it. And so they're in there, and they get their money. And they're going to leave, and there's just a guy staring at them, and they're like, you know, the 2 of them are afraid, and the other guy's like, let's just go. There's just, what do we care? Maybe he's just trying to get money, you know? And they're like, well, something doesn't seem right. There's no car. He's just standing there staring at us, and oh, maybe he's just waiting for us to get done. And the whole thing just doesn't feel right. And they soon realize that things are not right when another guy comes and he kills him. Pretty much shows his intentions there. And, you know, they're pretty much just locked in there. They're not really locked in. They could leave, but they're afraid of what he'll do. And they have plenty of chances to leave, but they don't really take them because they're so scared. And it's also extremely cold. -3. It's between -3 and -5, I think, throughout the movie. And, you know, this is overnight, midnight to 3 a.m. or 5 a.m. I can't remember around what time it was when it ended. 5 or 6, I can't remember for sure. And so they're not wearing jackets or anything because they just jumped out of the car for a minute to go to the ATM, and so they're kind of starting to freeze, you know, starting to get hypothermia, and you know they're trying to figure out ways to. None of them has a cell phone. One cell phone is in the car, but the guy was being a jerk, and he parked really far away from the ATM, so the guy would have to walk to it. So they're trying to figure out a way to get help. They're like, oh, maybe there's a phone in here for help, or they're trying to get the attention through the ATM camera and all this stuff, and they don't know why this guy is doing this. And you know, throughout the movie, just things like that keep happening. You know, people come to the ATM, and I'm not going to give away everything in this, but towards the end, I did start feeling like this was going to be kind of like a really bad ending where they just don't explain anything, and you're just going to be confused and pissed off, and you're just like, why? Because I can't stand it when they end movies and they don't tell you why. So, but they did eventually get around to somewhat of an explanation. I felt like the explanation could have been a little bit better, but at least they gave you something. So I think for overall score on this, I'm going to give it a 3.5. Now, I know that's quite a bit higher than some of the average rating on this movie, but I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty good, pretty interesting. I don't know why. I kind of enjoy those movies where they're all just in one place the whole time, and it's like people are scared and whatever. I don't know. I liked it. But if you enjoyed this review, get my hand on there, give it a thumbs up, and we'll see you next time.